Hey guys and welcome! Before we start the video, I want to say that this video is brought to you guys by the EA Game Changers program. So, as you've seen by the title of today's video, we're gonna take a look at Battlefield 5. Is it a good game or is it a not so good game? I just want to clarify one thing which is often misunderstood by people. The fact that the video is brought by EA Game Changers program means that I got to attend the event and play the game for quite a lot of time before it launched, so that I can produce such video now and talk about a wider perspective. It does not mean I'm sponsored and paid by EA in any way to tell you guys the exact things I'm saying in this video. Alright, so how is Battlefield 5? Is it good? Is it not? Is it broken? Does it work? I got to say that overall it's pretty good. It's a very good start. We got 30 weapons, 8 maps, 24 vehicles and tons of other stuff at launch, which, well, is a pretty okay number. It's a standard amongst Battlefield titles. I'm not gonna say it's good or bad, it's just normal for a Battlefield game, and there is really nothing surprising about it. The game was in fact released one day earlier than it was intended to be released, cause due to the schedule, it was supposed to be launched at the 9th of November for the Origin Premier Access users. However, as it turned out, EA decided to launch the game one day earlier, and on the 8th of November, Origin Access players could already start playing the game. I'm gonna say, at this point, after playing 3 different types of alphas for about 50 hours collectively, playing the beta for about 20 hours and then playing the final version of the game for about 20 hours at this point, I'll say this. Battlefield 5 is a very solid game comparing it to all of the other games on the market and how they release. Some of you probably remember Battlefield 4 that didn't really work at launch at all, but surprisingly, Battlefield 5 does. The core gameplay works, networking, netcode, works very well, and all of the other core gameplay factors that actually do impact how you receive the game actually work. They're well designed and they do work. Movement being much more fluent, the gunplay being much more skillful and generally more enjoyable for the players, and all of the other things, such as DICE removing the spam of grenades and explosives from the game. Yes, you actually have to shoot in Battlefield 5 to score kills now. You can't just throw random grenades and hope to get kills, or use mortars and just spam with the bullets or, in fact, shells on some objectives. This is no longer a thing. You have to actually shoot in a shooter game to score kills, which is great in my opinion. Finally, we got this solved in Battlefield games. I very much enjoy how the game plays out when it comes to the both core gameplay and the actual feeling I get from playing the game. And I don't mean the game being super realistic, because of course it's not, and there's going to be something relating to it at the end of the video if you're interested, so make sure to stay till the end. But in general, the whole immersion from playing the game and the core gameplay, the actual enjoyability of the game is much higher than it used to be in Battlefield 1. I don't really know how to explain it, because this is the sort of feeling that you can't really explain unless you compare it by playing one game and the other. Battlefield 1 feels quite empty and shallow compared to Battlefield 5. We've got so many more mechanics in this game. We've got the new revive system, we've got the new attrition system, there is no health regeneration, the gunplay is balanced by recoil patterns and not random spread. There is literally so many improvements over the past title that it's hard to even list all of them in one video without making it like 20 minutes long. Alright, so that would be it when it comes to the positives. But the most important question: does the game have some negative aspects? Of course, every game does, and no game is perfect, but with Battlefield 5 it's actually quite minimal compared to the previous titles and also other games on the market. The only problems I personally found was the performance problems yesterday, because today for some reason when I woke up they were fixed. I don't know if DICE released some update or they tweaked something on their side, but my performance is now back to normal and the game is working perfectly. The only issue I could point out is the fact that the UI of the game isn't really responsive sometimes, and it's quite clunky, but at the same time it's nothing that will really prevent you from having a proper gameplay experience. You're still gonna enjoy the game, you're just gonna have some weird problems in the menus, occasionally. But other than that, the game is actually so good. So now comes the most important question. Should you get Battlefield 5? And my response to it is, if you're not sure if you want to buy Battlefield 5, get the normal Origin access for $5. You're gonna get 10 hours of playtime in Battlefield 5 and you will be able to decide if you enjoy the game or not. If you don't, then you don't have to pay for the full game. You can just cancel your Origin access and that's it. However, if you do enjoy it, you can just buy the game. And you're not risking losing like $60, you're just paying $5 to try out the game, which is quite a good deal in my opinion. And that would be it for this video, guys. But before you click off, and I know you want to click off, wait a second. Before I went to Stockholm to the launch event, I actually promised you a vlog. Well, as it turned out, I didn't really have anything to vlog because the whole event was a concert hall filled with 100-something gaming stations. Instead, I actually had a chance to interview David Sirland, Battlefield 5 producer at EA DICE, and this interview is now live at BF Nation's channel. You can see the link on the screen right now. It is also linked down in the description and in the pinned comment. I very much encourage you guys to check out the interview since we actually talked about how different it is to see premium being removed from developers' perspective. Not from the customer's side, but from the people who actually design the game and create the content. I very much encourage you guys to check it out, it is linked down in the description. And as always, if you enjoyed, remember to leave a like, subscribe, and I see you on the battlefield. See ya!